Hi guys, welcome to Happy High Tarot. In today's pick a card reading, we will find out what does the person on your mind want to say to you, what are the messages from them for you. So for the first group, I have this clear crystal shell over here with these yellow spiky things coming out of it. For the second group, I have this really dark purple crystal shell with white stripes on it. And for the third group, I have this dark blue crystal shell, again with those yellow polka dots. So pause the video over here, meditate on all three, pick whichever one calls out to you the most. You'll find the timestamps in the comment section as well as in the description box below. So make your choice and let's get started. Hi group 1, so for those of you who chose the the clear crystal with the yellow polka dots, let's find out what does the person on your mind want to say to you. So the oracles that came out for you were focus, purity, patience, and flow. So the first thing that I heard when purity had fallen out was, I'm not as bad as you think. I don't know what this is about. Maybe you said some things to them, they want to clear the air, maybe never really got the chance to or never really could gather the guts to. But with purity over here, this is what they are directly implying. They want you to know that they are not as bad a person as you think they are. Somewhere they feel like you have demonized them a lot and they're kind of justifying themselves over here. They're letting you know that their intention was never to hurt you in case you've been hurt. They also want you to know that the reason why they were acting very cold towards you was because at that time their focus was elsewhere. Now for some of you, this focus could have been on another person. For others of you, this focus could have been on any other situation, such as their career, something going on in the family and things like that. I do see some reassurance over here, however, with patience, flow, and in fact even focus. Firstly, for those of you who are wondering if your person is single right now or not, they are single, unless of course you know for a fact that's not true, because this is a general reading. From what I can see, your person is single right now. There is absolutely nobody else in their energy and they're very focused on you, but they are also letting you know actually, with patience and flow, that this is something which will unfold organically. It is not in their control and it is not in your control either. The best that you can do is be patient. You have to be patient if you want them back in your life. Some of you have already moved on and are probably watching this reading just out of curiosity. Others of you are perhaps still waiting for them. And if you have been patient for all this time, then, well, they're asking you to hold on for a little bit longer. There might be a lot of physical distance between you and this person. I'm talking different countries over here, not different states. Especially at night, they miss you a lot. When there isn't anything else that's going on in their mind, when they are singularly focused on you, focused on the moments that they shared with you, the past and everything. Their mind especially wavers back to the time when things were very good between the both of you. It was very smooth sailing. It was a very good relationship which you both had. You would finish each other's sentences together. You guys were like a house on fire. They miss that energy. I think this is a stork. I'm not too sure though. I'm not very good with my birds. But a wolf, a bird, or a leopard might be significant for you in this connection, or you might keep seeing them here and there. They also appreciate your purity of heart, group 1, because they know that after whatever it is that they put you through, they honestly, anybody else apart from you would have just given up on them, not even tried, and just left. But you did not leave. And I think that the reason why you didn't leave is very obvious to them. And they're also coming across to tell you that the fact that you didn't leave proves the purity of your heart and how much love you have for them. and the fact that you still hold space for them in your heart. And they really appreciate that you've been patient with them throughout. They also are in a sense of amazement over here how, despite the fact that currently it's very icy cold between you both, either you guys are not talking, or even if you're connected on social media, you don't engage with each other, the connection is somehow still progressing. You guys are still a part of each other's lives, and they're very grateful for it. All right, let's take a look at your tarot cards now. So the ones that came out for you guys were the Devil, the Emperor, Three of Cups, and Seven of Pentacles. You might be dealing with an Aries, Capricorn, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Taurus, or Virgo. Does not necessarily have to be their zodiac. This person is admitting over here to you, Group 1, that in the past they struggled a lot with their ego. It was very toxic of them, and they admit it fully well. This is someone who in the past used to be very stuck in their ways. It's like once they made up their mind about something, no amount of effort from your side could sway them to think differently. And they acknowledge that. And indeed, with the Three of Cups, for some of you, the focus that was elsewhere at the time was on somebody else. But despite that, I feel like with purity and then again Seven of Pentacles, they want you to know that things were different for them back then. And I feel like for a lot of you, whenever this happened, it wasn't very recent. It has been quite some time since this happened. And your person has really matured ever since. In fact, I feel like now you are the one who's dating someone else. For some of you, obviously, not for all of you. And they are fully aware of it. They are saying that even they are being patient. They're like patiently waiting, lurking around, waiting for you to break up with whoever it is you are with right now before they can make a move towards you. And the other message over here is that they want a reunion with you. But again, we have the Seven of Pentacles. So they're telling you that it'll require some patience. Now, for some of you, your person has already done their shadow work. But for others of you, it is still in process. They are currently facing their shadows, their dark side, and the more they come face to face with everything that is wrong with them, the more they come to realize that whatever they did to you wasn't good. And with this realization and with the clearing of all these lower vibrational energies from within, that is when their true purity starts coming out. So they are doing some heavy healing and cleansing over at their end, and perhaps that is one reason why they're asking you to be patient. For some of you, something significant can happen between the period of March to July if you are watching this reading right now. Otherwise, 3 to 7 months from whenever you're watching this. All right, now let us look at some messages for you from this individual that's on your mind right now. One of them has just popped out. What else? What does Group 1's person want to say to them? What does Group 1's person want to say to them? What does Group 1's person want to say to them? Okay. So the first one for you is, I can't wait for the day we will start living our life together. All right. But it is going to take some time. The other message is, it's so hard not to talk to you. All right. So definitely for a lot of you, you guys are still connected. You still have each other's numbers, but neither do you ever message them, nor do they message you. Oh, I'm afraid of rejection. All right. So this third party angle is definitely true for a lot of you. You're the one who's dating somebody else right now, and they don't want to come in at a time when you are not available. Also, because of everything else that they have done, they're afraid that you might not be so willing to give them a second chance again. I want to return to you, but I fear rejection. So it has come out 2 times now, which just goes on to tell us how amplified this fear is within your person. All right. Spirit's message for you, Group 1, is expect powerful change. So this is good news. There is going to be a powerful positive shift in this connection. Plus, any other area of your life in which you might be struggling at the moment is also going to undergo a major reform in your favor. All right, so these are all the messages that I have for you right now, group 1. If you like this video, do give it a thumbs up. Let me know it down in the comment section below. Subscribe to my channel if you are new, and if you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much for coming back. To book a personal reading with me and find out all about the offers and discounts, you can contact me on Instagram or my email ID, which you will find in the pinned comment and description box. I'll see you guys next time. Bye. Hi group 2, so for those of you who chose the purple shell, let's find out what does the person on your mind want to say to you right now. So the oracles that came out for you are illumination, flexibility in reverse, forgiveness, and love. All right, group 2, right off the bat, finally your person has realized how stuck in their ways they were and the amount of problem that caused in this connection. With illumination over here, I feel like they have done some serious thinking, spent a lot of time perhaps by themselves, out in the nature, consulted their friends, narrated the story of your connection, gained a lot of insight from within an outsider's perspective as well, and come to the conclusion that this connection could have still been in a harmonious state had they not been so rigid and so stubborn and so stuck in their ways. Now, I don't know what this is about, because this is a general reading. This lack of flexibility can be different for each one of you. For some of you, it can be about something. For others of you, it can be about anything else. Nonetheless, your person today is asking you for your forgiveness. You seem very unreachable to them now. And they don't like that. Either you have completely distanced yourself from them, or maybe you have blocked them from everywhere, or they try to message you, you do not reply to them, or they've tried to contact you through your mutual friends and you've made it clear to everybody to not share your new number with them or something like that. Basically, they're finding it very difficult to get in touch with you. Okay, and that is why they're finding it very difficult to say sorry to you, to apologize to you, because they want to do it directly. They don't want to involve anybody else, but I don't think that they're able to find any direct channel of communication with you. Along with this apology, they're also letting you know that they are in love with you. With illumination, this tells me that at the time you guys were together, or at the time they fucked up, or whatever it is that went down between the both of you, I don't think that they themselves were aware of the full extent of their feelings for you. I heard crush. So maybe when you both were together at that time, for them, you were just another crush or just another person whom they liked, or could have even been like a holiday romance or a summer romance for a lot of you. They promised they'd write you back, but they never did. Something like that. And have you heard that song? I think it's by Passenger, but I'm not too sure. It goes something like this: you only know you love her when you let her go. And I think that this is the classic case over here. They let you go. You didn't want to, but they did anyway. And it was only after you were gone that they realized that, fuck, this wasn't just any other connection. I was in love with group 2. And now I cannot even tell them that firsthand without having to involve the services of a medium that they love you. But it is true, they do. This is a very pure energy over here. And this being the last card, it really has taken them a lot of time to come to this conclusion. But finally, they have arrived at this conclusion. This wasn't easy for them. This coming face to face with all the royal ways in which they messed up, not just this connection, but perhaps any other thing in their life, it wasn't easy. And I think the more this person took accountability for their actions, slowly and slowly, this ego, this stubbornness started getting away from them. And I feel like with flexibility being in reverse right now, coupled with forgiveness, if you were to meet your person now, group 2, you would also acknowledge the fact that there is not even an ounce of stubbornness or rigidity or high-headedness or ego left in them anymore. It's like they were literally crushed, brought down to the lowest point, and then from there they redeemed themselves. All right, let's take a look at your tarot cards now. So the ones that came out for you were the Sun, Five of Wands, Three of Wands, and the Magician. So with the Magician, of course, all signs are present basically. But primarily we have Aries, Leo, Sag, Leo being the most dominant. Does not necessarily have to be the zodiac, and I am also picking up the energy of Libra over here. There has been some massive argument between you both, some major fight. For that also they want to apologize. I like how the number of wands has declined from 5 to 3, eventually 2 and then 1. The stability is still missing over here. We don't have the 4. They want you to know that they are gaining perspective on whatever it is that they did with you. It was going very well. There was absolutely no need for this, but they went ahead and did it anyway. Oh, wow. Okay, so I have just got this intel that for a few of you, group 2, your person wanted to end this connection, which is why on purpose they did something which would force you to leave, except that you still didn't leave anyway. And so then they had to go ahead 2 steps further and ruin it completely. It's like how they say, like if you want to break up with someone, but you don't want to break their heart, so you start acting all shitty so that they are forced to break up with you, something like that. And I think that was this person's plan, but it backfired because if you're a mature individual, maybe you saw right through it, or maybe you decided that it's not something that you can, it is something that you can live with or work through. So you decided to stick around anyway, but they did not want that. For some of you, you guys live at a physical distance from each other, different cities, states, or countries. Now with the Sun and the Magician, this person is manifesting you back into their life. And for a few of you, this argument might have been very recent, maybe like 3 to 5 months or weeks ago, which is why they're waiting for the dust to settle a little bit. In fact, all this introspection might have happened at that time too. They don't want to be stung by you when they try to make a move back towards you. They are waiting to find you in a very good space before they approach you. Maybe you are struggling somewhere in your life right now and they're aware of it, and they don't want to cause any more trouble to you by deciding to reappear into your life right now. So they're waiting. They're waiting for you to get out of whatever this chaos is which is going on in your life right now, and then they will make their move. Of late, you might have started thinking about them in unhealthy amounts, or maybe even dreaming about them a lot, which isn't something that was happening. And the reason why it's happening is because they're manifesting you back into their life. All right, let's take a look at some messages from them for you now. What does Group 2's person want to say to them, Spirit? What does Group 2's person want to say to them? What does Group 2's person want to say to them? What does Group 2's person want to say to them? All right. So the first message that we have is aching to touch and kiss you. All right. The next message is, I try to stop spying on you, but then I got withdrawal. So definitely for a few of you, either you have a public account or you guys are still connected on social media. Why can't you just tell me how you feel? Your actions are confusing me. Oh, are you playing mind games with this person, Group 2? Maybe some of you are. Oh, I know what this is. So it's either mind games, Group 2, or they think that you hate them, except that your actions speak otherwise. So they're confused. Do you hate them or do you love them? Are you open to receiving them back into your life, or are you done with them? You challenge me like no other, and sometimes that intimidates me. Oftentimes when people are intimidated by someone, that is when they start acting way more out of their ego and stubbornness and all of those things. And maybe this is what happened over here. Maybe they thought that you were better than them, and that kind of hurt their ego a little bit, intimidated them. So they wanted to show you who the boss is, except that it did not turn out nicely, as we know. All right, Spirit's message for you, group 2, is your commitment is being tested. Now, this again has two messages. The first, of course, being related to this connection of yours, that this is a trial. If you guys pass, there will be reunion over here. And the second message is that right now, with this 5 of Wands, whatever it is that you're struggling with in your life, whether it is related to your career or any other personal relationship, Spirit is just testing your mettle. They want to see how strong you are, whether you'll be able to survive this or not. And hopefully you will. So you know this is just a test, all right? And now that you know it is a test, try harder and ace it. Okay, so these are all the messages that I have for you, group 2. If you liked this video, do give it a thumbs up. Let me know down in the comment section below. Subscribe to my channel if you are new. And if you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much for coming back. If you would like to book a personal reading with me, you can contact me on my email ID or Instagram to find out all about the offers and discounts. And you will find the email ID and Instagram link in the pinned comment and description box. I'll see you guys next time. Bye. Hi, group 3. So for those of you who chose the blue crystal, let's find out what does the person on your mind want to say to you. So the oracles that came out for you were potential, fulfillment, success, and release. All right. Group 3. So this is what happened in your connection. Your person, when you both were together, did not really see any potential in this connection, which is why they thought that it'll be better to let you go. What's the point? They were sure that it's not going to work out for whatever reason. And at that time, they thought that it'll be best to just get themselves out of this connection. Also with fulfillment at the time, they might not have felt like all their needs were being met. Maybe they were asking for a lot from you. You were not ready to perhaps take the connection to the next level, if you know what I mean. And they were like, well, that's no point. It's not going to work out anyway. So let's just leave before, I fall for group 3 anymore. Or I don't want to lead them on anymore. So it's better that I leave. A lot of you got ghosted. And I think after they left you, they got together with somebody else. And that worked out pretty well, actually. Not sure if it was short-lived or something long-term. And it really confused you because you couldn't understand why were they so desperate to leave you. But they apparently are so happy with that other person. So what was wrong with you? You didn't understand that. And now your person is coming across to tell you that they were wrong. In fact, I feel like that other person with whom they got together after they broke up with you, that person dumped your person's ass. And it was kind of like a reality check for them. I think it was like, karma never loses an address kind of a situation for your person. What goes around comes back around kind of a thing. They left you because they refused to be patient. They refused to open their eyes and see all the beauty that you had to offer. What all were you bringing to the table? And somebody did that same thing with them. And they're admitting it openly over here. For a few of you, the reason why your person left you was because at that time they were hyper-focused on their career, money, material things. And they thought that if they stay with you, perhaps they wouldn't be able to achieve all of their goals, or they couldn't manage both the things together. So they had to let go of one thing. Either they had to let go of you or they had to let go of their dreams. So obviously they decided to let go of you and chase their dreams instead. And I don't think they even discussed this with you, because I'm absolutely positive that if they had told you about this, maybe you guys could have worked out on something together. But I'm getting the vibe over here with this Black Panther that The decision was made for you. You were not involved in the decision making. It was imposed on you that, okay, this is what's going to happen in our connection now. And that's obviously very shitty. This person is apologizing for one thing very specifically. Like, my guides are literally screaming this. They put you on a pedestal. They had a great time with you. They might have said things like, you're the best thing that's ever happened to me, over and over and over again. They basically got you on a high and then dropped you just like that. No safety net, nothing. What's that lyric? If you're going to let me down gently. But yeah, that did not happen with you. It was a thud. And you did not see that coming. There is a very twisted, wicked energy that I'm picking up on. And it is not a present energy, it is a past energy. So your person is admitting to it, that this is how they used to be at that time. That's not how they are anymore. But anyway, after they shocked you with this decision, they stuck around for a little while to see how are you adapting to things. How are you responding? Have you moved on? Are you still single? Because they were with someone, so they wanted to know, do you also have somebody else in your life or not? And in case you didn't have anybody else in your life, meanwhile they were with somebody else, it kind of gave them a lot of satisfaction and a lot of happiness, which is very twisted. And they are admitting it, but it is true. So they want you to know that is what happened. All right. This could have happened around October or November when they let go of you. Okay, let's take a look at your tarot cards now. So the ones that came out for you are 10 of Wands, 7 of Cups, 5 of Cups, and 9 of Cups. Lots of Cups energy over here. You might be dealing with a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, not necessarily their zodiac, or Aries, Leo, Sag. We have fulfillment and then again the 9 of Cups. So definitely the person that you're asking about today does want to get back together with you. It's just that they don't know how. They're feeling very lost. They're feeling very confused. The burden of their guilt is so much, like the magnitude is so much, that they don't know, they cannot see beyond it. They cannot see beyond their guilt. They don't know how to salvage the situation. They don't know how to make things right. They are brainstorming excessively, thinking about all the different ways and options in which they can reach out to you. Should they come and meet you in person? Should they text you? Should they call you? Should they take the help of mutual friends or some family member of yours that they're close with? What, basically? They're also apologizing. Yeah, so they do want to talk, but they're having difficulties opening up. Anyway, so they also want to apologize for choosing other things, other people over you, prioritizing other stuff over you. And now with 5 of Cups being following the 7 of Cups, what this tells me is that post you, every other relationship which they have been in, no matter what the duration was, they have never really received any emotional satisfaction from it. They always felt like something was missing. And it's a very shitty energy to be in. They're admitting it. And they also know that it is directly associated with what they did with you. They had something beautiful with you. They did not value it back then. They let go of it. And they just couldn't find anything like that again. They just couldn't find anybody like you ever again till date, no matter how long it has been since all of this happened between you both. So now with the 9 of Cups, they are hoping, wishing, praying, manifesting, whatever method they want to follow, to just somehow get you back into their life. This person really wants to talk to you, group 3, but I don't know if that's happening. Also, with release on the 5 of Cups, being in alignment like this, for a lot of you, group 3, I think you have moved on with somebody else. And maybe they did get this little chance of talking to you, and you might have very brutally told them that you're with somebody else now, so they're very late in coming back, or that you don't want them back and things like that. You might have very brutally told them that you're done with them, that you don't want anything to do with them anymore. And ever since then, they've never been able to find contentment or happiness in any relationship of theirs. All right, let's see what else do they have to say to you. Spirit, what is group 3's person? Sorry, let's do this again. What does group 3's person want to say to them, Spirit? What does group 3's person want to say to them? What does group 3's person want to say to them? All right. So the first one is, despite our separation, my heart still belongs to you. And we have, I'm struggling to find the right words to say to you. Makes sense. That explains why 2-3 times I had that thing with my throat. Taking time to learn. What did I say? Karma never loses an address. It's happening with them now. And look at this. I was blind and frozen to our connection, but not anymore. What did I tell you guys? They did not see the potential of your connection in the past, but now that they've realized it, they are afraid, or they fear that it might be too late to come back to you now. This is just sad. It's like sitting there in a pool of their own. Spirit's message for you, group 3, is don't let pride get in your way. You can actually learn this lesson from your person. What happens when you let pride get in your way? Maybe right now you are dealing with someone or something in your life. Subconsciously or consciously, you know that you're not thinking from your heart. You're not letting your intuition speak. You're relying more on your ego, or you are being a little egoistic. So Spirit is stopping you right here, right now, and asking you to not do so. Feels like, so don't do that to somebody else. All right. So